In the busy city of Lagos, there lived a couple, Jaden and Mary. Jaden, a calm, gentle, and ambitious civil engineer, and Mary, a kind-hearted nurse, gentle and composed, the kind who made strangers feel safe. Jaden and Mary had a marriage people envied. For 2 years, they were inseparable best friends, partners, lovers. Together, they were poetry in motion. Their love was a symphony of everyday joys. They laughed as they cooked together, and danced together, and he admired her with awe as though he couldn't believe she was his. He would intentionally leave little love notes in her lunch bag. Their weekends were sacred, picnics in the park, long walks holding hands, or lazy mornings entangled in each other's arms. Friends usually called them Romeo and Juliet. But life, as it often does, shifted. But things began to shift during the second year of their union. When Jaden construction firm lost a major government contract. The stress was immediate. Jaden, who prided himself on being the provider, got angry over little things. He became quiet, then distant, barely responding when Mary spoke. One day, Mary knelt down in front of Jaden and said, "Honey, please talk to me." But Jaden murmured, "I'm fine," before pulling away. As if that is not enough, Jaden started staying out late, claiming he was networking or meeting potential clients. He stopped dropping Mary at work. He'd come home reeking of alcohol, sometimes with strange perfume clinging to his shirt. When Mary questioned him, he'd sigh, irritated. "Why are you nagging me? I'm stressed enough." Mary tried to be patient and supportive. She often made his favorite meals and gave him space with the hope that he would change, but instead, his indifference deepened into cruelty. Then came the first slap. One night, Jaden staggered in half-drunk, and Mary stood in the living room, arms folded. "You didn't even call," she said softly. "Must I report to you now?" Jaden snapped. "I'm your wife." Before Mary could finish her words, Jaden slapped her. The slap was sudden. Her ears rang. Her vision blurred. She crumbled, more in shock than pain. Jaden stared at her, eyes glazed. "Don't test me, Mary." The next morning, he acted like nothing happened. It wasn't a one-time thing. The abuse became a rhythm. Some weeks he was quiet, sullen. Other times, he was angry and explosive. The slaps came randomly, often when she least expected. If Mary brought up finances, fidelity, or even asked about his day, his temper flared. Words, then punch, apologies never followed. Mary became a ghost of herself. Mary wore long sleeves to work to cover up the truth with a smile, telling people she had fallen or that she sleepwalked into furniture when people asked. But behind the smile, her heart is breaking. Mary cried in the shower, the only place she could sob without being heard. She stared at her reflection, touching her swollen cheek, wondering what she had become. And then, one night, after another blow that left her lip bleeding, Mary lay on the cold bathroom floor and whispered, "No more." Mary called her cousin Boma the next morning. They hadn't spoken in months, but she knew he would come. Boma, an ex-soldier turned private security contractor, had always been fiercely protective. When they were kids, he once punched a classmate who teased her. Mary told him everything. The late nights. The bruises, the fear. Boma was silent. "What do you want me to do?" Boma asked her. "I don't want him dead," Mary said. Her voice trembled, but her eyes were steady. "Just make him feel what I feel." The plan was simple. Each time Jaden raised a hand against her, Boma and two ex-military friends would find him and beat him mercilessly. They never spoke. Never stole from him. Never left clues. Just pain. The first time, Jaden came home with a limp and a torn shirt. Mary gasped. Jesus, what happened? Jaden groaned while explaining that 3 guys jumped at him near the estate gate. I don't even know why. Mary offered to help him treat his wound, but in silence. A week later, Jaden received another beating. This time it was outside a bar. It's like they're following me, Jaden muttered, his face swollen. I don't understand. Mary nodded. Maybe it's just Lagos. It's getting dangerous. Another month. More attacks. Broken ribs. Dislocated shoulder. Jaden became paranoid. He installed security cameras, carried pepper spray, and even slept with a knife. Jaden started drinking less and spending more time at home. He flinched at sudden noises and jumped at shadows. The confident man she once knew was unraveling. Then came a night, stormy and bleak. Rain lashed against the windows. Jaden sat on the edge of the bed, soaked and bruised, staring at nothing. I'm sorry, Jaden whispered. His voice cracked. I don't know who I am anymore. I've wronged you. Please forgive me. Mary looked up from her book. Her voice was cool. Really? But why are you begging me? Jaden sobbed. I feel it now, the fear, the pain. I promise I will never hurt you again. Mary didn't flinch. She just said okay. He never touched her again. Jaden tried to heal. He cleaned more. Cooked. Bought flowers. But the light in Mary's eyes never returned for him. She had seen his darkness, and something inside her was dying. One evening, Jaden found Mary sitting outside, watching the sunset. Mary, Jaden said, kneeling down holding flowers. Do you think we can ever be okay again? Please, I want us to be like we always do from the beginning. I want us back. These silent treatments are killing me. I know I don't deserve you. I know I broke what we had. But I'm begging you, Mary. I need you. Not just as my wife but as the only light I have left in my life. Jaden begged Mary while sobbing. Mary smiled sadly. I have forgiven you, a single tear tracing her cheek. But forgiveness doesn't erase pain. It doesn't stitch wounds shut overnight. My heart is still bleeding, and healing takes time. Jaden and Mary hugged each other. And in that moment, that was enough. They didn't just live happily ever after. But they lived. And they began again. The moral lesson of this story is, love, no matter how deep, cannot survive in the shadows of silence, abuse, and denial. True strength lies not in enduring pain in silence, but in finding the courage to say, enough. Forgiveness may mend what's broken, but it cannot erase the scars. Trust, that is once shattered, takes time and truth to rebuild. This story also teaches us that healing is not a moment, it's a journey, and it begins with courage and strength to choose yourself. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story. If so, like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more interesting story.